Hi friends, it's Miss Kaylee. Do any of you remember the dance about trees that we learned? Well, if you don't remember, let me show you. Okay, remember, this dance has to do with the different parts of a tree. So first, our tree has leaves. Everyone show me your leaves. Yeah. Our tree also has branches. Everyone show me your branches. Branches. Our trees also have trunks. Everyone show me your trunk. Remember, that's what holds the tree up strong. It's our trunk. And then last but not least, our roots. Everyone show me your roots. Okay, I'm gonna do the dance. When you guys are ready, stand up and do the dance with me. All right, here we go. Leaves, branches, trunks and roots, trunks and roots. Leaves, branches, trunks and roots, trunks and roots. Trees make shade and give us oxygen. Leaves, branches, trunks and roots, trunks and roots. All right, good job, guys. Thanks for joining me in our dance. All right, friends, today let's talk about tree trunks. Remember, a tree trunk is basically like the stem of a tree. I have with me this tree trunk. Ooh, it's really heavy. Now, this is not a full tree trunk. This is only a part of a tree trunk. But what do we notice about this tree trunk? Do you see all these bumpies? Do you see the color? What color is this trunk? There's some brown. There's a little bit of white in there. Okay, so this is the bark of our tree trunk. Can you say bark? Good, this is the bark. The bark acts like a protection for the tree. The bark is kind of like our skin. Can everyone pinch the skin on your hand? Yeah, that skin is kind of the same as this tree bark. The bark protects the inside of the tree from what? Well, it protects it from the weather. If there's a big storm and there's sticks flying around, the skin or the bark protects the soft, squishy inside of the tree from getting hurt. It also protects the tree from hungry critters. Have any of you guys ever seen a bug trying to eat a tree? Have you ever seen a bird trying to eat a tree? Yeah, a lot of animals like to eat the yummy stuff inside trees. So the bark helps protect our tree. Now, you must be like, what is so special inside our tree? Let me tell you. Inside our tree is where the nutrients travel up and down the tree, right? Nutrients go from our roots all the way up to the leaves. So our trunk is really important in transporting or carrying those nutrients. Now, do you guys see that big ring inside our trunk? It's kind of that darker circle. Can you see that darker circle? If you look super closely, there's actually a ton of these little tiny circles inside our tree. Do you know what those circles are? Those circles are each year the tree has lived. So if our tree only had one circle, that means this tree is 1 year old. If it has 2 circles, guess what? It's 2 years old. 3 circles means 3 years old. 4 circles, how many years do you think how old is it? 4 years old. Right. So every circle inside the tree trunk means it's lived another year. The trees keep a record, or they kind of write down what happens each year. So the bigger the circle, see this, how this brown circle is really fat, and these other circles are super skinny, you almost can't see them. The fatter the year, it means the more the tree grew, or the healthier the tree was. So this fat ring might mean that year, its first year, maybe there was a lot of rain, or maybe there was some really good sunshine that year. He had a really good year. Okay, so far we've learned the bark is like a skin of the tree. It protects our tree. Inside our tree, we have circles, and those circles, there's one circle for every year the tree lives. And our tree is also super heavy because it has to stay sturdy and in place. Aren't those really cool things we learned about just about our trunk of our tree? Trees are so cool. If you were a tree, how many circles would be on your trunk? For me, my tree would have 22 circles because that's how old I am. I'm 22 years old. But when my birthday happens in January, I'm gonna get a new ring because I'll turn a new year. Okay, so if you were a tree, how many circles would be on your trunk? All right, guys, we're going on a nature walk. What do you notice about this tree trunk? Do you see how the bark is spotted? It has two colors. It almost looks like a cow. It has that darker gray and then the lighter gray. What else do you notice? What do you notice about this tree trunk? Do you see how skinny this is? It fits inside my fingers. It's so skinny. Do you see how bumpy this tree trunk is? Look, some of the bark is actually pulling off the tree. Isn't that cool? Do you notice anything else? Look at this tree trunk. Do you see how smooth and flat that bark is? It's so nice. This trunk is also really, really skinny. Do you think that means, is it a young tree or is it an old tree? What do you think? Oh no, look what I found. Tree has fallen over. Look, here's the roots. Isn't that cool? And it's in a bunch of water. There's the trunk. It's all knocked over. It's on the other side of that fence. Wow, this is a tall tree. It keeps going. Why do you think this tree fell down? How old do you think this tree is if we were to look at the rings on the trunk? Thanks for joining me on our nature walk today. Today, I want to encourage you to go outside and look at the tree trunks around you. Can you find trunks that are bumpy? Can you find trunks that are different colors? Can you find super small trunks? Or can you find super huge trunks? How old do you think the trees are around you? If you were a tree, what kind of tree would you be like? Would you be a skinny tree? Would you be a really fat tree? Would you be a tall tree? What kind of trunk would your tree have? Thanks for joining me today for Global Gardens. I'll see you guys later. Bye.